G'day, Cal here, from before, maybe for the first time, but definitely from the Southern River Band. Welcome to the review. I know what you're thinking, Cal, what are you doing reading this sort of shit? You shouldn't read any of this thing, it's just one person's opinion. And I agree with you, but in this case, we've been getting a lot of press since we supported The Darkness on their sold-out Australian tour. So, in the interest of just making sure everything's, on the up and up, we thought that we'd bring in like an independent third-party fact-checker to just make sure that all the information going out on the internet's, all good. So that's where I come in. This review is from the 15th of October 2022. That's 2 days before my 23rd birthday. And it's from our show supporting The Darkness at the Theberton/the Barton Theatre in Adelaide. This is on the sentineldaily.com.au. So first off, thank you to the sentineldaily.com.au for coming down early and checking out the Southern River Band. Retro rock, love it or hate it. There we go, dated nice and early, ladies and gentlemen. There's no getting around it. Especially in grim times like ours, when looking back to rock and roll's glory days would appear to be one of the few pleasures left to normally aspirated men and women. So we've got a bit of a writer on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of a cunning linguist, if you will. So it seems strangely appropriate that Sentinel Daily finds itself encamped in the faded opulence of Adelaidean Art Deco pile of the Theberton/the Barton Theatre, waiting for the classic rock-inspired mayhem of Lowestoft's finest, The Darkness. Faded opulence of Adelaidean Art Deco pile. Fucking hell. First, though, is an unplanned encounter with Perth Roughnecks, the Southern River Band. I've got no idea what they mean by that. That's fucking smooth as. Your humble interlocutor... Look, I'll level with you, right? Many years ago, a wise man once told me, if you say words bigger than wheelbarrow, people think you're smart, and I've kind of lived my life by that ever since. I think that we might know the same bloke, because words like interlocutor... for all I know, he or she has made that one up. Your humble interlocutor hadn't heard particularly encouraging things about TSRB. Who's fucking talking shit about us in Adelaide? The last one that we did with The Darkness was sick. And the one before that, there was 4 people there. That was our own show. So maybe out of those 4 people, someone's really gone and kicked us when we were down and just tried to make it so we couldn't expand our horizons. Well, how'd that fucking work out for you? Hadn't heard particularly encouraging things about TSRB, and therefore wasn't particularly bothered about turning up in time for their support slot. Well, fucking sorry to be a burden, mate. 30 minutes after first contact, I'm rather glad I bothered to make the band's acquaintance. Well, who'd have fucking thought, eh? Amusingly clad frontman Cal Kramer, fucking, there's a backhanded compliment if I've ever heard one, may look like a refugee. Jesus Christ. Fucking douche. You don't look like a refugee. You look like a choir girl. You cry like a refugee. From a second division German power metal band circa 1983. Alright, so my apologies. I should have read the full sentence there. Hang on. Also, if you saw the pants I was wearing on this last tour, they were fucking wicked. But his band actually sound like something you might have seen on an episode of Countdown a few years earlier than that. Unashamedly blue-collar heavy rock is the order of the day here, with the band at times sounding like an appealing mix of the Ted Mulry Gang, hey, jump in my car, and the Angels, motoring 70s rock with an 80s twist may have been done before, but rarely by someone as earthily humorous as Kramer, whose intersong patter is a welcome blast of no-nonsense, self-deprecatory amusement. Well, apparently not just self-deprecatory, because I know reading those first few sentences was, quite deprecatory from yourself, dear writer. When the band go for broke on the closing track, in brackets, sadly unintroduced, so I didn't catch the name, that song is Vice City 2 or Vice City II for any fans of Roman numerals out there, and you can stream it / steal it anywhere you find your favourite music on this here wonderful internet. They prove, however, that they have many more strings to their bow than mere nostalgic tomfoolery. But we do also have the tomfoolery. I don't know about nostalgic because I can't say that I was there the original time when they're saying the retro rock thing. So our tomfoolery has only ever really been dated in the present as we experience it. This is a band, as Darkness frontman Justin Hawkins mentioned later, that is going places. Well, there's the fucking quote that we're going to be taking. Make sure you get in early and catch their set on the rest of this tour. Well, it's a week after this tour, so unfortunately you can't do that. But we are coming back in the next couple of weeks and we're going to be touring all throughout November and December. So you can come and find out for yourself. We're going to be coming to Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Busselton, Perth and Ravenswood. So there's a fucking good chance that you're going to be able to come down. And if not, all you've got to do is travel a fucking, not too long. but don't necessarily bank on Qantas if you're going to be flying with them. You can get the tickets for that, all those shows at thesouthernriverband.com. Hopefully the link's going to pop up now, but I also don't know how to edit videos. So if it doesn't, it's thesouthernriverband.com. In summation, ladies and gentlemen, this review, right, sums up my life up until now, basically, in the sense that, like, when people first meet us, they're like, oh, fuck, who's this guy? Or in this case, the band. And then after we get to know each other a little bit, or in this case, seeing the band, they go, oh, you're slightly less bad than I thought. So thank you, Sentinel Daily, for coming down. And thank you, viewers, for checking out episode 1. Probably might even be the last episode of the review. And we'll see you out on the road. Kelly Slater. Review, we don't have a theme song.